What's happening, guys? Hope you're having a fantastic day, and I hope today's recipe is gonna make it just a little bit better. Today we're making some high protein French toast. 4 slices of this stuff has 70 grams of protein in it, which is just pretty awesome, if you ask me. I've been totally obsessed with this recipe, so I didn't just want to keep it to myself. I wanted to share the French toast love with you guys, because the macros on it are actually, they're pretty nice too. So let's hop right back into the kitchen, make some French toast. First thing we gotta do, guys, is talk about the bread, because obviously the bread is a huge component to French toast. And we're actually gonna be adding quite a bit of protein to the French toast with the bread itself. So today, I'm going with this P28 protein bread. Each slice has 14 grams of protein, and it's from whey protein, so a pretty high quality protein source. I get this just from my local grocery store at Wegmans. I'll also provide a link to grab the bread in the video description below if you can't find it at Wegmans or your local grocery store or Vitamin Shop. I think Vitamin Shop even carries it, but there's a link down there if you want to pick that up. But with that being said, guys, you can use whatever bread you want. However, if you're trying to keep things more macro friendly, I'd recommend just trying to find a bread with 45 calories a slice. Most grocery stores have something similar to that calorie wise. And the Sara Lee bread, if you can find this, it's really good. It's what I use if I'm not using the P28 bread. So just wanted to give you that tip to keep things more macro friendly for you. Now what we're gonna do is get together our egg mixture. So what you wanna do is take out your food scale and a container that's gonna be large enough to dip your bread into. I'm just using a normal sized Tupperware container, but any container that'll fit a piece of bread will work just as well. All right, let's talk eggs, guys. If you're trying to keep things more macro friendly, I highly recommend going with an egg beater variety, but you could totally use egg beaters if you want. If you do go with egg beaters, I really recommend using the egg beater original, the yellow container. I just think it actually gives your French toast the appearance that you really used eggs, and it makes it look like legitimate French toast. If you use the 100% white carton, it just doesn't look the same. So like I said, we're adding 140 grams of our egg beaters to our Tupperware container. So the next ingredient you're gonna add to your egg mixture is gonna be vanilla extract. I just like to use the top cap of the vanilla extract bottle as my measuring tool. So just add a capful into there like that. Bam, that's looking good. The next ingredient is sort of a secret ingredient, guys. I like to infuse my French toast with whatever maple syrup I'm using. I really like the Walden Farms pancake syrup because it's calorie free and it tastes so good. If you want to pick this up, there's a link to in the video description below, but most grocery stores have this and it's delicious. So if you don't have this, just use whatever pancake maple syrup, whatever you're using is fine. I'm gonna be adding 2 tablespoons, about 30 grams of my maple syrup in my egg mixture though. All right, we are in business, guys. That is looking good. Of course, if you're making French toast, you need a little bit of milk. I'm gonna be using the Almond Breeze almond cashew milk because I just think it's the best tasting almond milk that they sell. Macros are pretty on point. Gonna be adding 2 tablespoons, 30 grams of the almond milk to our container. And the final ingredient, guys, is a must of French toast, cinnamon. Just gonna be using a little cinnamon to taste. I don't really have a measurement for you, just use a little cinnamon. So now the fun part, guys, just take a fork, get in there, and just whip everything up, get a little frustration out. All right, guys, that is starting to look good. Just mix everything until the cinnamon dissolves into the egg. All right, so now what you wanna do is take out a pan, guys, turn up the heat of your stove to about medium, and spray your pan with a little baking spray. So while our pan is heating up, guys, we're gonna get the eggy deliciousness coated on our pieces of bread. Now, typically you wanna do this part over by the stove, but it's actually kinda hard to bring the camera over there. So we're doing it on this end of the kitchen, and then we're gonna bring our bread over there. Looks like the oil in our pan, yep, you can just hear it. That sizzle, guys, that is when you know the oil in your pan is ready for some French toast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook these for about 3 to 5 minutes aside. What you wanna look for is when you flip it, it's going to be totally cooked on the other side. So you shouldn't have any of this sponginess. It shouldn't be wet when you flip your French toast. That's how you know when it's done. If it's still a little wet when you go to flip it, just leave it down on that side for another minute or 2, and then that should be good enough. It's been like 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, that is exactly what you wanna see, guys. This French toast is looking perfect right now. You can see all of our egg has cooked completely. It's got a nice golden brown hue to it. Now we're gonna let that other side cook for another 3 to 5 minutes. We're good to go. So I'm cooking the 3rd and 4th slices of French toast right now. If there's ever any egg batter left over, what I like to do is I like to just kind of slowly pour it on top of each slice like this. Gotta maximize the macros, guys. Gotta make sure every macro is in every gram of protein is in this French toast. So that's all you have to do. And then you could also just kind of like use your finger to work that into your bread. But that's all you have to do to make sure you use all of your egg batter. So we've got the third and fourth slice finishing up over here. We can get these off the pan. They're looking good. I made this French toast the past 4 days for myself, and I'm not even close to sick of it. I'm gonna probably make this every day for the next month. That's just how I roll with food, guys. I get in these grooves and I just eat the same thing for an entire month straight, and then I just forget about it and I don't ever eat it again. But right now, every single day, I have 4 slices of French toast. It's amazing. That's so damn good. Anyways, the macros, guys. If you make a 4 stack of pancakes? If you make a 4 stack of French toast, that's 4 slices. It's 593 calories, 70 grams of protein, 48 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of fat. Those macros are just totally on point for how much French toast this makes. That is a ton of protein, really not that bad in carbs and really not that high in fat. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe. If you did, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next recipe or video.